Okay, I had to do a quick pause. My husband snuck in the house real quick to get some water jugs for work. So anyway, we go up there and I'm expecting a little bit of some blooms and everything, and someone had somewhere along the line decided, I guess, they needed some ground out of our planters because those suckers are heavy concrete, and they actually were 3/4 of the way empty. So my bulbs weren't in there anymore. So I don't know what that's all about. But yeah. Uh, I think the worst. Oh. Oops, I put that the wrong spot. I think the worst of... Well, I don't have a very good family situation. And my brothers have disowned me. And every now and then I see, an arrangement or whatever up at the cemetery. So I know they have visited. I'm just hoping they didn't do anything because they know my favorite flower is hyacinth. I'm hoping they didn't do anything because they have issues with me and remove all that. I don't live far from the cemetery, so I basically try to maintain it the best that I can, because when Memorial Day comes, this is actually supposed to be... You see what that looks like? That doesn't even look like... That's what that's supposed to be. And it looks on here, I'll show you. It looks kind of like a leaf. I'm gonna do it my way, make it look better. So I'm hoping they just didn't get funky and decide, well, you know what? She doesn't need to have her favorite flower in... Oh, look at this crap. In Mom and Dad's grave, so we're gonna fix that type of thing. Now, I'm not saying that I don't know that they would, but they've done some things already to me that I've been shocked, that have shocked me, so I may not be too far off on that mark. But yeah, I don't know, because I shouldn't really say anything like that and be so rude as to say something like that, but I've had some instances that weren't so pleasant, and I often get told I shouldn't hold on to the past, but I don't know if anybody else is like me, where you try not to because it's not a happy place, but then there are things in life that happen that take you right back, and it's like you're not intentionally thinking of those things, but something happens and it just like jolts you right back into situations that have happened to you that weren't pleasant. And they say, well, you got to get over it, you got to let go. You try. I try anyway. I try to let go, but that doesn't mean that things can't trigger. And believe me, there's some things that I just really don't want to have pop up and remind me of situations, but they do. Could be a song, could be something I see. It's just different things. Some things just provoke memories that aren't too pleasant. And hey, if you have been that way, let me know. I mean, like, I don't want to... Hopefully, I'm not the only one that has those issues, that things jolt you back into unpleasantness. Well, here I go, rambling on and on. sounds so depressing, but the flowers, like I said, the flowers reminded me of it, and it just came up. So anyway, this is the deer antlers with the roses. They did the best I could. Here's that one, and that one. And since we have a little time, I'll see if I can do Miss Medusa. We'll work on her over here. Sorry about that rant. But the flowers did it, and that's what I'm talking about. Could be a holiday. It could be somebody saying something, and it just triggers you back to, oh yeah, I remember that. And then it's like, oh yeah, okay, now I got that thought in my head type deal. But I was doing the flowers. Yesterday was Easter. I remembered being at the cemetery, and it just popped into my head. Anywho, let's do Medusa with her beautiful hairdo. Let's hope I can get this one to look something like the picture also. There's her face outline. Okay, here's the fun part. Like I always say. I'll put her lips. I'm going to work backwards again. Medusa, don't look into her eyes or you'll turn into a statue. I believe that's what that a whole myth is about. Myth or you know, don't know. Stranger things have happened, I guess. We're going to start walking around the park. We have a big park here right by our house, the Hamburg Community Park. And I'm pretty sure it's not called that anymore. They've been doing so many changes in town. Like, you go to say to somebody, now I grew up here, born and raised, and these places in town here, you know them by another name because you've grown up here, and it's never been. Now they're dedicating things, and these new people that come in and they ask, where is such and such, and I'm like, I wonder if that's what they renamed this or that. You know, it's hard because you get all these landmarks. It was always the Hamburg Community Park, but I've seen that they've got some memorial stuff up, so they might have changed that, the name of it. So I'm gonna have to check it out when I go walking around, make sure that they didn't. I know the one time I went down to I went somewhere in town, and somebody was saying something like, do you know where this road is and that road is? And do you ever notice how you are so used to where everything is that you don't even know you might not know the road names, but you know what they're talking about, and you're like, crap, what is that side street that hooks up with that one? You know, you're trying to figure it out. I do that sometimes. But they've had so many different roads here and areas that have been changed. When I was a kid, there was this bridge. It was called the State Street Bridge, and all the kids hung out on there because there was a pizza shop right next to it. Okay, which was all fine and dandy, but now that they redid the concrete, it was actually made out of concrete, and the kids all used to sit on there and hang out, like back in the day. And so it was always called the State Street Bridge. Well, when they redid the whole thing, they changed it. It's somebody's name. It's a memorial bridge now. And then when they did the other bridge on the other side of town, they put a name to that one too. So now you get people coming in, do you know where this bridge is? It's supposed to be next to this, or, you know, I'm supposed to meet somebody by this, and you're like, I don't know which name is to which bridge, so I'm thinking, I don't even know why you would meet there, but maybe this is the one, you know? And then you feel dumb because you live there all your life, and then all of a sudden things evolve and change, and people are asking for directions, and you can't give them anymore because you're not quite sure where they want to go. It's just not making sense. Oh, we're getting the snakes in now. Getting into the snake realm here. Might have to get rid of some of this for the head of the snake here. I hope they come out with another book next year. I'd like to see what the other prompts are. Like I said before, I used to do this. This lady had on, I guess it was on Facebook. She had prompts for the year, and she put them up, and you have like this list for the entire year, and then you just would you know, just either do the ones, you do a daily one, like you were held accountable because like you would post them, which I liked because that made me sketch, you know. And I remember she had all different things too. It wasn't just like all flowers for the year or all animals for the year. It was different things. Like she had mythical creatures, and then she'd have fairy tale stuff, and it was all like different themes for the month. But there were some things that I couldn't do, like like I've said, I'm not a real big fan of architecture, so that month wasn't fun. I think I even skipped that month because I was really not into architecture. I mean, I think I should just challenge myself more on the things that I don't like to draw or I know I have difficulty with. I really should not take the easy way out and decide that, nope, that's not something that I'm gonna tackle because I don't like it. I should give it a try, give it a chance, instead of taking the easy way out. What are some of your challenged drawing type themes and genres? Things that you aren't really in. I think my problem is that I'm not really into that type of thing. So I don't feel like it's something I would want to draw. So I mean, like I don't go out, sit out somewhere and just start drawing buildings. You know, that's just not something I'd be interested in. So I think if it's something that I'm interested, like animals or whatever, yeah. Can you imagine me going out there, sitting there and trying to draw a squirrel? Oh, it would have to be roadkill because those suckers move so darn fast. But yeah. And landscapes aren't so I don't know. I think I really do better painting than I do drawing. I don't know if that makes any sense. When it comes to the trees and things like that, I can depict them easier when I do paintings of them, because I would paint, and I have this problem too where I like to paint on lots of different things. Like I painted on saws and stuff and tiles and all that other, all the different canvases. And I like to draw animals and nature more than anything. I really find myself drawn to that more than anything. Does anybody know if Medusa has a certain number of snakes in her hair, as hair? Or, because I don't know how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one has 8. So, just curious if there was actually a certain number that was associated with her snakes in her hair, her snake hair. And her eyes are actually like that. They're just plain. Makes her look more evil, I think. I think with this book here, when I usually sketch, I usually don't color my sketches. I don't know why. It's just I don't know if I feel weird coloring them. I don't know what it is. But in this book, I make it a point to color them because I want to get away from not doing certain things that make me, that I don't like. Just because I don't like them doesn't mean other people don't like to see things in color or colored more or whatever you want to call it. So I'm pushing myself to add color to my pictures. Like these pictures that I print out, they don't have color, so I have to come up with my own color scheme, and so that's being a little bit more creative too. And then I had some that like that jackal that actually had a colored picture for the Egyptian one. This snake right here is a meanie. He's really animated. He's having a bad hair day. Aha. Oh my goodness. That was just wrong. Sorry about that. Okay. He's got some fangage going on here. And his tongue is coming out. Not a happy camper, I'll tell you. This is all colored in on the picture, so I will color it all in. Gives it a more 3D look, I guess. Okay, now this guy is coming out here, and he's looking right at you. So I'll try to get that one going here. He's a little upset too, so he'll be a meanie. Let's see. There's a bit of darkness in here. Finish off the rest of his mouth. They didn't give him any bottom teeth, so I'm not going to give it to him either. And then we have the tongue. I even have an electric eraser, and I don't have it out here. I'm slacking. Just anxious to get some videos up because I didn't do too many this weekend. Like I said, weekends are iffy, but should try a little more. What I do need to do basically is get my craft room done and cleaned out so I can videotape in there. I could definitely videotape on weekends in there, no problem. You might faintly hear the TV because it's right above the living room, but it isn't going to be like in your face. I'm getting to all the ones that are really angry here. Sheesh. You're more having a bad hair day. I think he should have been a little bit fatter up there, but it's not showing that, so I'm not going to do it. Well, it is up to the top here. I definitely have to find an eraser that isn't so big. Ah. Here we go. Yeah, let me make him a little fatter in the neck. Okay, got that one done. Then we'll work on right here, side of her face. Ha! I just realized I hissed like a snake. Side of her face. I think these dots are weird too. I think I would have went with the scale look, but that's alright. We're not that darn picky. Well, at least I sound like I am, though. Another angry snake. This one I need a big one for. There we go. Gotta make it out here more. I'm sorry, but this looks weird. I mean, they have it like that, but it just looks so weird. Just like his teeth look weird too. Good lordy Lou. Gotta get this one. I think it's because the top's doesn't look long enough. I gotta get these going downwards and up. That will make it look a little better. And they have it going around like this. And they have the tongue coming out. And this is all black in here. That one's not such a good looking snake. Okay, and this one. Okay. And then we have, oop, gotta make some more of these. Then we have this guy who's right here. You don't see much of his body. But he doesn't seem so angry. Just giving you the stink eye, that's all. The only bad thing about this paper is if you're erasing and you have to get it away, you got to be careful because it smears it smears your pencil drawing. Just got to touch it a little bit. You can see it just smidge that. See? Oh yeah. Yep, there we got that. And I think I am just about done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why do I have 7 here? Oh, there's number 8 right there. He's hiding. Yep, got them all. Got them all. Alrighty, so got Medusa done. Her face is a little longer than that one. But there you go. You know what? I think he should have been up here further and outward. Yeah, I'm gonna let him go. It's alright. Alrighty. So we got 22 and 23 done. Deer antlers and Medusa. Next time you see them, they'll be colored with a saying. Next one, ooh, here's a toughie. Carousel. And then this, number 25, is Voodoo Doll. That I'll love to do. I'll give you the next two. Tiki Idol. And here's another one I'll like. Sugar Skull. Well, thanks for stopping by and hanging out on my sketching journey here. Hope you're doing some kind of sketching yourselves, whether it is following along with me or doing your own thing. It doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be you. Everybody's art is different. Even if you copy it, it's not going to be the exact same. It's not going to be perfect. That's what makes your art unique and makes you unique. Please give me a thumbs up. Please hit that like. I've seen quite a few people will view it, but nobody will hit the like button. And maybe you don't like it. I don't want to force you to like it, but it helps me get my videos out there. And subscribe if you haven't, and share if you'd like to. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.